Okay, we have a quorum. Now, this is the list of financial earnings for the Madison this month, i.e. money we make. Jules, rock and roll. Thank you. And this is a list of outgoings, bills, creditors, stuff, i.e. money we gotta find. Hattie, hit it.
Oh dear, it gets worse.
As you can see, we have a small cash flow problem.
Small?
Well, all right, extremely large, dinosaur size. What has to go out just ain't coming in. So, ideas and lots of them.
We could send hats out to work, a petrol pump attendant or a sumo wrestler or something.
What would happen if we put our rates up?
We'd lose custom and things would get worse.
Right. It's expansion we want, not inflation.
Well, we've already started that. There's my self-defence class. We need a few more things like that.
But we also need a few prestige events, a few high-profile things that'll bring in the punters with their chubby little expense accounts.
Quiet, Madison. Mrs. Turtle's coming. She's in one of her moods.
We could always sell Mrs. Turtle as a guardian angel.
An old relic, more like. Hey, we could exhibit her as an example of ye olde cleaning lady. She was probably born in the Stone Age after all.
Yep, voila! You're a genius, Axe!
No, you're not seriously thinking of exhibiting old turtle face, are you?
No. It's what you said about the old stuff. Antiques.
What do you mean?
Well, the Antiques Roadshow, the great British interest in Crumblies, the old, the arcane, the dead.
Just get to the point, would you, Madison?
Oh, do I have to spell everything out for you guys? We have an antique show right here in the Madison. We advertise it. Everyone brings along their junk, pays a small entrance fee, and a small fee for a catalog.
Yeah, and we can make some snacks and charge for that.
That's right, and we could get a local expert in. And a few dealers.
And we get a percentage on any business they do. It could become a regular thing.
It might work. People do seem to get excited about antiques.
No, sir. What they get excited about is money, cash, lucre, spondoozies, them filthy greenbacks. You ever notice how the camera goes in close up just when the expert's about to tell them it's worth...
That's right. And the pound signs flashing in their greedy little eyes.
Oh, you two are so cynical. What about art and culture and
money.
Yeah, let's start organising it.
Yeah! Now you're talking my language, partner.
Let's see, antique dealers. Ancient monuments, animal byproducts, and anti-fouling compositions.
It's just over the page at the top.
How'd you know?
I looked up before you came.
Why didn't you say?
You didn't ask.
Antique dealers.
Told you so.
Justin Avignon. Antique dealer, licensed and reputable. Sounds okay. I'll give him a ring.
You okay, Jules?
Yeah, why?
Well, most people are pretty quiet when they're writing, but, you sound like you're gonna blow a gasket. What is it anyway?
It's a talk. I've got to write one for school.
What's it talk about?
The environment, pollution and stuff.
Whoa, sounds like a bummer, dude.
Yeah. Did you know that over 100 different types of horrible gases are released into the atmosphere every single day?
Yeah, okay, so I can't handle a curry. Tell you what, you write your talk, I'll do a spelling and grammar check on it for you. How's that?
Thanks, Mad, but writing isn't the problem.
Well, then what is?
Reading it.
Wait a second. You can write, but you can't read?
No, I can read, but not loud in front of people. In public.
Oh, man, you get stage fright?
I'm just afraid of having to give a talk in front of the whole class.
You know, I've always thought that the assumption that every problem is an opportunity in disguise was just a bunch of baloney. But in your case, I think there's hope.
But what can we do?
Trust me. Even as we speak, the creative process is already in motion.
Oh, what a beautiful night. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful thing. Everything's going my way.
Oh, no. There's always something.
Mrs. Turtle, I'm stuck. Would you just mind moving the ladder, Mrs. Turtle? No, I didn't think you would.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Ah, hello.
Hello.
I have a room reserved. Can you tell me where the proprietor is?
Which one?
Pardon?
Well, there's a him and a her, but I wouldn't go for the him. Not just now, anyway. Sort of a bit up in the air about things, if you know what I mean.
No,
Bit stranded, dangling, as it were. The her, that's Mrs. Holdsworth. You could talk to her, but she might be busy hitting something. She probably won't hit you, though.
Hitting something?
Self-defence. She's a killer.
Is there an adult around I could talk to? The Madison, is there a Mr. Madison?
Maybe, but we might having a dirt in his cage.
In his cage?
Or preening his tail feathers.
Oh, hello. I'm Mrs. Holdsworth.
Justin Avignon, delighted to meet you.
Mr. Avignon, we've put you in room 3. I'm sure you'll find it comfortable.
I'm sure I will find it as delightful as the charming proprietor with whom I now have the honour of speaking.
Thank you. If you could just sign the book. Do you always come to antique events early? The show isn't for another 2 days.
I like to breathe in the atmosphere. Establish myself. It gives one a certain psychological advantage.
Really?
Let me down.
Did you say something?
No, I thought it...
Up here.
John! What are you doing up there?
I thought I'd try a bit of hang gliding along the landing. Could you just move the ladder? I've been up here ages.
Yes, but how did... Oh, never mind. Oh, Mr. Avignon, this is my husband. He was just waiting for a ladder.
Hello. I'm not always like this.
No. A charming place you have here. I think I'll just unpack if you'll excuse me.
Yes, of course. John, how did the ladder get moved?
One of life's little mysteries. Look, how's about this for a surprise?
John!
Oh, sorry. Look, just found this old gun in the attic.
Oh, I wish you'd just left it there.
No, but it might be worth something. I'll give it a good clean and maybe show it to Mr. Avignon.
Oh, a good throw into the dustbin, more like.
No, it's old.
So are your jokes, but that doesn't make them antiques.
And in South
Relax.
And in South America, the river...
Come on.
I can't do it, Mad, even just in front of you.
Oh, of course you can do it. Listen, don't you bottle out on me. You can do this easy peasy. Listen, when you're looking at all those people you're talking to, just imagine them with red noses and floppy bunny ears.
Why?
Because then they'll all look so stupid you won't get nervous anymore. But you gotta practice. Red noses, floppy bunny ears, right? Red noses, floppy bunny ears. Right?
Right.
So that's 4 to come to the antique show. We look forward to seeing you.
Oh, sorry. I don't think it's loaded.
I think you should stop wandering about with that. You'll get arrested.
Yeah, but what do you think of it? Smart, eh? It's come up a treat.
Wonderful. A miracle of elbow grease. We need a miracle at the moment, too.
What do you mean?
Look.
I'm impressed. That's not a bill, it's a telephone number.
The antique show will make a bit of money.
Yeah, but not enough. No, that settles it. I'm going to show Old Bess to Mr. Avignon right now.
Old Bess?
Yeah. That's what I've called a musket. Gives it a sort of personal touch, you know. One man and his musket. It's good, eh?
No. Just very, very sad.
What are you doing with that?
I'm going to try and sell it to Mr. Avignon.
Bet you don't get much. Bet you 10p you won't get more than £10.
All right. You're on. Oh, sorry. I must stop doing that.
Yes, for a moment I thought it was a hold-up. How can I help you, Mr. Holdsworth?
Well, I was just wondering. I mean, I know it's probably junk and everything, but I just thought, seeing as how you're our resident expert, I just thought, well, I know it's only probably scrap metal.
Ah, you want me to look at the musket?
Yes.
Yeah.
A pleasure.
Oh, thanks. It's very kind of you.
Let me see. Yes. No. Interesting. Oh, dear. Good. Ah. A pity.
Well?
It's worthless.
Oh.
This is a crude copy of a 17th century weapon. There are thousands of these in attics and cupboards all over the country. This is not even in very good condition, worth £1 or 2 as scrap.
Oh, well.
But
What?
I was just thinking... No, it's nothing.
No, go on, say it.
I have a client, an eccentric. He collects fakes and copies. It's a sort of weakness of his.
You think he might be interested in this?
Yes, sometimes I pass things on to him. I make no profit, you understand, just cost price.
Well, how much do you think he'd pay for it?
Oh, say... £20. I couldn't possibly ask for more.
Oh, well, it's better than nothing.
There.
Well, thanks very much. It's very nice of you to bother.
Think nothing of it. Life can't be all business and profit, can it?
No, that's true. Well, thanks very much. It's very kind of you.
My pleasure.
Thank you. It's £20 and 10p.
And thank you too, Mr. One Born every minute.
Not like you to be late for food, Hattie.
But
Sit down and take it easy for a moment.
Deep breath and tell us what it is.
his rotten scheming butthead Blunderberg.
Who is?
He is. Snipers, snot chops.
Ooh, you eat with that mouth? She means Justin Avignon.
Is that who you mean, Hattie?
Yeah.
How did you know?
Just call me Mr. Intuition.
What's he done?
Solved that rifle thing.
Oh, Bess.
Yeah, right. He was walking down the road and I followed him, right? He went into the shop and he gave the gun to this bloke, right? And this bloke gave him millions of pounds.
Millions?
Thousands.
Thousands?
All right, a lot. A big fat wodge of it.
Ooh-wee. Sounds like you've been taken to the cleaners, sir.
Flipping cheek. I'll... What shall I do?
Punch him on the nose.
Yeah, I'll put... He's bigger than me.
Then get somebody else to duff him up. Hey, you could do your key white stuff and break his up.
Ah, but none of which bring back musket or money, grasshopper.
Yeah, but we got to do something, Mad.
Oh, we sure have, and we will. I think you should tell him you know what he's done and ask for the money.
And what will he do?
Well, he'll laugh at you and tell you to go fly a kite.
What, so what's the point?
Well, the point is, he'll relax and think it's safe. Now, that's when he'll be at his most vulnerable. He'll stay around for the antique show, and that's when we get him.
Yes, but how exactly are we going to get him?
Trust me, I'm a parrot.
I know you know. What you've done. I know all about it. And I'd like the money you got for that musket. It's theft.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Holdsworth.
You're a crook.
If you go around saying things like that, I may have to sue you for defamation of character. You have no evidence. In any case, I did nothing wrong. I offered you £20 and you took it fair and square. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm very busy preparing for the Antiques show.
Yeah, and then I want you out of here as soon as the show's over.
It seems to be my day for visitors.
You told Uncle John that musket was worth nothing. You're a liar and a cheat.
Little girl, this is very tiresome. Now go away before I take a deep breath and blow you over.
Just how much did you make on that gun?
£1,000. Holdsworth is a mug, a twit. He fell for it hook, line and sinker, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now get lost, little girl.
Eureka! I knew I'd seen that guy's face somewhere before. Bum, bum, bum. Crime Incorporated.
Hello there. There we are. Hello. Just through there.
Not a bad turnout.
Yeah, but not enough to keep the wolves from the door. And that Avignon bloke just winds me up. I hate being taken for a mug. I bet he does it to loads of other people as well.
Yeah, eyes like a shark.
Teach you to mess with my family, Justin Avignon. Oh, hiya, Hats.
What are you doing?
Just finishing up a little creative patchwork. How's the antique show going?
Oh, great. You coming in?
Sure. Hey, you could give me a lift on your tray. I'm starving.
Okay.
Oh, hang on a second. Almost forgot. I gotta make a phone call first.
Who to?
The cavalry?
Gotta make sure they arrive on time.
Maybe £10? No more than that. I'm sorry. And what have you got for me? Very interesting. It's real, I take it?
You bet your socks it's real.
I was afraid it might be. Not really an antique, though.
It's old, isn't it?
Yes, but...
It was my Albert's.
Albert's?
My husband, God rest his soul.
This was your husband's head?
Yes. Meant a lot to him, it did.
Well, it would. This isn't really my field. I'm more Georgian drawers and touched-up whistlers, but if you don't mind my saying so, it's rather odd.
He kept this in a bucket in the shed.
He kept his head in a bucket?
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, it's...
Well, what's the matter now?
Madam, I don't know how to put this, but was your husband human?
How dare you?
No. It's just that under closer inspection, I'm fairly certain that this is the skull of a monkey.
Well, of course it is. Whose did you think it was? Look, I just want to know, how much is it worth?
Well, now the monkey's departed, practically nothing. In any case, it's not even real. Look, bits flake away. It's made of plaster. A fake.
A fake? A fraud?
Yes, I'm afraid so. It looks like your Albert was not all he said he was.
Albert, if you're listening, I want an explanation for this. It's downright criminal, it is. Fooling your poor dear wife, what was mostly loyal to you for over 20 years. Oh, he never listened to me when he was alive. There's no reason to suppose he'll start now.
Okay, Jules. Now or never.
Not now, Matt.
Yes, now. Look, I wrote it. You read it. Video's all set up. Man, I've been working on this thing all night. Now, come on, you can't let me down. Go on. I know you can do it.
No, I can't. I'll make a mess of it, and then my reading will be even worse. Can't I just make something up?
No! Read it.
Well, it all seems to be going very well.
A few problems here and there.
Listen, if you don't try now, you're always gonna wonder, could I have done it? Now, go on, Jules. I know you can do it. And hey, I'm the most intelligent creature in this room.
All right, but you could...
No buts. Go on.
If I could have your attention, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Shut up!
Voice like an angel.
Thank you, Hattie. The Madison would like to welcome you all to our first Antiques show. We've... Oh, mad.
Red noses, floppy bunny ears. Attaboy, rock and roll.
We're very privileged to have with us today one of the great eminence and vast knowledge in the antiques field, Mr. Justin Avignon. Hattie lights, please. A man whose expertise is valued by many. A man revered, even loved by all who come into contact with him. A man known as an expert antiques dealer. Or is he? At one time, it was only Winkler, loan shark. At another time, he was Damien Smart, the property dealer that sold houses in Spain that hadn't even been built. In fact, he was also light-fingered Alex, the cat burglar from Hammersmith. He never could resist showing off, and now he's that well-known con man, Mr. Justin Avignon.
It seems to be my day for visitors.
You told Uncle John that musket was worth nothing. You're a liar and a cheat.
Little girl, this is very tiresome. Now go away before I take a deep breath and blow you over.
Just how much did you make on that gun?
£1,000. Holdsworth is a mug, a twit. He fell for it hook, line and sinker, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now get lost, little girl.
I did it, man. I spoke in front of all those people.
Way to go, dude.
Anyone in charge here?
Well, yeah, I suppose I am. My name's Holdsworth, and this is my wife.
Well, in case you didn't know it, you've had one of the most notorious antique swindlers ever staying under your roof. Take him away, officer. Yes, we've been after him for months. So, you're to be congratulated, Mr. Holdsworth.
Oh.
Madison Holdsworth, isn't it?
No, I'm John Holdsworth.
Well, who's Madison Holdsworth? He's the one who tipped us off.
Well, he's
indisposed.
Yes.
Oh, pity. I think this was his property and I wanted to thank him for it. He said we could raffle it at the next policeman's ball.
Oh, he did he?
Yes. Very generous. Perhaps you give him our thanks.
Oh, I'll give him much more than that. Madison!